Another plastic bag. We're down by the River Severn at the moment, and there's stuff that could actually cut into the wildlife. Plenty of plastic. I would say 90% of what I've picked up today is plastic.
Plastic litter doesn't only look untidy, it's also quite dangerous for wildlife. Animals can get trapped in them. Hedgehogs can get their heads trapped in things like yoghurt pots.
Essentially, we're all aware of the really difficult problem of plastic. There's so many products in the world are made of plastic, covered in plastic. And many of these products are throwaway products. People use them and then they don't necessarily dispose of them properly, and the products end up in the environment.
Lakes and springs are feeding into streams, streams are feeding into rivers, the rivers are going to the sea. Everything ends up heading to the sea. Things get washed down the drain, they discharge into the river, off they go to the sea. It's very, very easy for plastic items to get washed or blown through drains into streams and rivers, where really they take a very long time to break down, but they do eventually and become this microplastic that's such a problem.
Sustainable Bridgnorth has spearheaded the Prevent Pointless Plastic campaign since its conception in 2018. The aim to reduce unnecessary plastic in the town and its detrimental environmental effects.
I started to get interested in the amount of waste that we produce when I attended one of the Sustainable Bridgnorth events a couple of years ago during their Prevent Pointless Plastic campaign.
I'm involved in Our Green Shop, which is a zero waste, low waste shop set up to help the people of Bridgnorth to live more sustainable lives.
I own a business in Bridgnorth and I live in Bridgnorth, and I felt that really I needed to start taking some responsibility for reducing the amount of pointless packaging I use as an individual and as a business.
I met Judy through the litter picking.
It's a group which has probably 75, 80 people, maybe more, joining. As Bev said, there's lots of different things we get. I've got fizzy drink cans and large empty water bottles and a couple of face masks.
The main insidious danger though is that plastics break down over time and become microplastics. So you get very, very tiny plastic fragments, and they're dropping off all these bits of very slowly decaying plastic that are lying around the countryside and getting into the water, and then they're taken in as food by creatures. So all the little bits of microplastic that are swimming around in the sea are getting taken by filter feeders, and as you go up the food chain, the effect of the plastics builds up. So the apex predators are getting huge doses of it, and we really don't know what it's going to do.
Some people anyway just think it's okay just to have a McDonald's and then open the car window and throw it out.
Tuna, cod, these sort of things all have these microplastics inside them, in their bodies, and it's like a ticking time bomb.
As part of the Prevent Pointless Plastic campaign, we're encouraging refill and reuse systems and reusables.
The reason we set up Our Green Shop was to help people in Bridgnorth live more sustainably, help them use less plastic and find products which aren't wrapped in plastic, aren't made of plastic, but also products which take fewer resources anyway.
We're a local grassroots environmental community group, and we work to promote action to make Bridgnorth District a more sustainable and low carbon community. And we actively encourage reducing waste and protecting the environment.
I just can't stand to see a nice area, or any area really, people just dumping rubbish. I just think if everybody just took home with them and put in their bin what they bring out with them, we would stop this.
We instigated the Refill Bridgnorth scheme And we're also founder members of SAP, which is the Shropshire Against Pointless Plastics Coalition. We have different groups from across Shropshire that are part of the coalition, working together to further their plastic campaigns and share best practice.
I run a coffee shop and ice cream parlour, and I decided to look at what takeout things that we use that we could actually change.
So more natural products like natural soaps, brushes made of loofahs, wooden toothbrushes and those kinds of things. So that these products, being natural, if they are thrown away into the environment, they will just disintegrate and become and not do any harm.
We looked at the type of packaging that we used within the business, and we started to change it to more environmentally friendly packaging.
So there are several ways which we think the shop will help people. Firstly, we're doing refills. So when people come in with the bottles they've had before, or their own bags which they reuse over and over again, they can fill them with sultanas or with nuts or whatever, take them home, use them, and then perhaps bring those same containers back and use them again. So that cuts down on packaging in a number of ways.
When COVID hit and lockdown, it really affected the business that I was running, and we decided to close the tea room side of the business and start another business within that. And it felt to me that the right thing for me to do as a person would be to give an opportunity for people to shop locally, but be more environmentally aware and reduce the amount of packaging that they use. So hence the Bridgnorth refill room.
Lots of cleaners which also people can bring their bottle in and refill it and bring it back. Washing up liquid, laundry liquid, toilet cleaner and all sorts of things. Shampoos, body washes.
So it's not just the litter, plastic litter on the beaches, it's all the stuff that's being brought down, overflows from sewage works and things. They've got the plastics in them from people flushing the wrong things, and it all builds up.
After appearing on TV, radio and in local and national publications, we were accredited by the Marine Conservation Society, a charity, Surfers Against Sewage, in recognition of the work we've done on the Prevent Pointless Plastic campaign.
It's a very happy place for the staff and the volunteers to work, but also the customers seem to love it. They love the look of it, they love the idea, and it doesn't feel too intimidating for them. So people come in, have a look round. They might be scared to buy something the first time round, but they then come back a few days later and do their shopping here, which is great.
It's great to be out and about, but if you do, please take all your wrappings home with you, or wrap your stuff up in something that isn't plastic. Paper bag or a wax paper or something would do just as well.
I find it very therapeutic, and also we're helping, doing our bit for the environment and what we can.
And we've made friends because of it, so that's another nice reason to do it. Yeah.
Make One Change campaign is all about everybody making a pledge to change one thing. Whether it's taking your own shopping bag, reusing your own coffee cup, filling your own water bottle, take your own container.
Anything, and you can bring anything, as long as you're not going to fall apart. Yeah, jars, bottles, all sorts of things.
Those are really easy things to start with, and I'm sure you'll find that once you start doing that, it becomes a bit of a habit and you need to do a few more.
The idea is that we can help people buy those products that will help them live more sustainably.
So I think this campaign is very important to Bridgnorth.
And if we can show some of the ways in which they can change, then more will do so, and we'll get slowly a community which lives much more sustainably altogether.
There's a lot that I can still do to make a difference, and we will need to be part of that.
Just one pledge, change one thing.